Are you an order taker or are you a closer? If you learn the differences between the two, you can skyrocket your sales success. And you do that by embracing the closer's mentality. In this video, we'll explore the differences between order takers and closers in the sales process. We will examine the unique characteristics of each role and how they impact sales success. And you are going to want to stick around until the end, because then you'll be able to identify which one you fit into and help set yourself up for sales success and help you figure out how to best improve your sales approach. For dramatic effect, let's imagine that an order taker in sales stands behind the register at McDonald's and a closer gets comped the penthouse suite at the Bellagio in Vegas. That's the gap we're talking about here between these two roles. Now, calling someone an order taker in sales is an insult, and for good reason. Order takers typically lack the skills and nuances of professional closers. They want customers to come to them for inquiries and requests rather than taking the initiative to generate new business. Their primary focus is usually on completing transactions by just providing information rather than figuring out a prospect's needs with a consultative approach. Their primary focus is usually on doling out basic information on transactions rather than figuring out what the prospect needs through consultative selling. Order takers tend not to be too good at leaning into upsells and cross-sells or just closing complex deals. They are ultimately held back by a lot of limitations. Order takers may overlook the chance to generate revenue by actively figuring out what a prospect needs and then positioning the product and service to fit that need. That's not usually what order takers are great at. Sure, they may have a detailed understanding of what the product or service it is that they're selling, but so does the company's website. An order taker's passive approach, especially if it's the entire sales team, might hinder a company's overall growth. If you struggle to persuade skeptical or hesitant customers to make a purchase and instead fall back on just reading the company's copy on the website to talk about the features and benefits, chances are you're an order taker. Now, closers actively seek out sales opportunities and engage with potential prospects and customers. They are adept at convincing prospects on the value of their product or service. And they do that through a variety of techniques to dig into pain and motivation and the consequences of simply doing nothing. Closers persistently address the concerns and hesitations of a prospect and are able to get new signed business. They're able to close deals. Now, let's talk about the skills required to be a closer. Closers possess the ability to negotiate favorable terms and conditions for both parties. They can effectively persuade potential customers to make a purchase when they weren't considering making one before. And the best closers never have their customers feel like they were persuaded. If you're really, really good, it was always the customer's idea. You didn't persuade them to do anything. You might even say you had nothing to do with it. You were just there to provide the product or service when they happened to need it. Closers do have a thorough understanding of their offerings, enabling them to address the customer's needs precisely so that they can pitch the product and craft the solution to be exactly what their prospect needs. And closers directly contribute to the company's bottom line by bringing in deal after deal after deal. They play a crucial role in helping their company hit their sales targets. They help them expand their market presence, and everyone makes a ton of money in the process. Fundamentally, order takers and closers have very different approaches to selling. While order takers focus on answering a few basic questions to complete a transaction, closers actively pursue sales opportunities and extract their customers' pain along the way to make sure that that closer is providing the perfect solution to their customer. Let's be honest, if you're closing deals, you're contributing a lot more to your company, heck, maybe even to your industry as a whole, than an order taker who simply just doles out information, reads copy off of a website, and then will process a transaction. So, self-assessment time. Let's talk about how to figure out which one you are. First, really reflect on your selling approach. Consider your current sales methods, what challenges you face most frequently, and whether you lean more towards an order taker or closer mentality. Analyze your strengths and your weaknesses with a surgeon's precision. I mean, really focus on what it is you do well and what it is you do poorly. Identify all the areas where you are confident that you do excel and really hone in on those where you could use some improvement to have a better sales approach. Pinpoint specific aspects of your sales style that could be refined to enhance your performance. Are you just handing out basic information about your product? Or are you figuring out what the underlying issues are for your prospect? Do you go into a sales conversation with the intention of helping your prospect uncover problems and pains that they might not even know they have? Or are you just reading copy off your website to say, our product will help increase whatever in 30 days or your money back? Do you go out on the hunt and take initiative? Or are you standing back behind the counter at McDonald's, chewing on bubblegum, waiting for someone to walk up and order a side of fries? So how do we transform ourselves from your average, everyday order taker to a badass closer? Fundamentally, you need to develop some sales skills. Invest in sales trainings and workshops to help level up your game. You want to make sure you build out your persuasion and negotiation tactics. Practice, and I do mean practice, proactive selling techniques. Actively seek out sales opportunities and engage with prospects to help improve your skills. Find a mentor or get a sales coach and work intensely with them to make sure you can be as good as you possibly can. You want to talk to experienced, dedicated, expert closers who can help you level up your own game, who can get you to where you need to be making the type of money that you know you deserve to make. And for the love of all the sales gods, subscribe to this channel, Vivid Selling. If you actually want to improve and grow in your sales career, then you're in the right place. Embrace the closer's mentality, like this video, and comment down below. Are you just an order taker or are you a closer? And be honest with yourself in those comments. Self-accountability is the best way to improvement. Now, go make some money.